I want to thank everyone who took the time out of their busy schedule to come here today and express their opinion on the three appointees, and also give lots of information to the committee. The committee has heard, and we note your objections to the reappointments. So with that, I would open it up to senators. Senator Miller?
So before I discuss how I feel about a lot of this, I want to thank the chair for understanding how many people were interested in not only listening but testifying on this, and moving it into a room that not only accommodated the quantity of people but very quickly added Capitol TV to it. It's very respectful to the issue in the community. As I said when I first commented, that I represent a lot of the people in the room here, and this is my neighborhood. At least part of it is my neighborhood, and I'm proud to represent activists. I like to at least consider myself an activist part of the time. I've put in a lot of legislation that I think would have alleviated a lot of this. My legislation that said there should be a 25% investment in renewable projects if somebody spends money on a fossil fuel project in this state. I think that was very credible legislation that had a proper hearing. I will also say that, you know, going back to almost my first year in here, I advocated and got passed legislation based on diesel happening in my neighborhood and the neighborhood of the hospital, and it was successful legislation that has reduced diesel emissions both on the highway and in construction areas. That I commute up and down Allens Avenue and Eddy Street. I live within a mile of the radius, so I'm very concerned not only with what we might build there. Do we have, if not more of a we probably have more of a danger now than if we allowed certain projects, maybe even this project. Even though I'm on the record opposed to this project, we have a dangerous situation not only with LNG but with fuel storage, with high pressure based on the leak that you discussed. We have enough natural gas to go into that area that every time Manchester Station is powered up, it's we live in a very dangerous neighborhood. Not only do we have the LNG currently there, we have fossil fuel stored there. I'm a participant in CLF's complaint against Shell. I know the president and many others have worked tirelessly to make sure that those who have industries on Allen Avenue apply with law and to make more strict laws on them. My concern with these nominees, going to these nominees, are I really think that there should be change in these board positions, going up forward with new board positions. I'm not sure it should be done on a vote for reappointments. I'm concerned that we're throwing the word racism around when there has been no formal or credible complaint specifically that any one of these people is a racist. We are in a very charged atmosphere, not only locally but nationally. And this word needs to be used appropriately, and I'm not sure it's being used appropriately for these specific appointments. I understand and totally embrace the idea of institutional racism and fight against it, but to specifically accuse any individual of racism, I really, really have a problem with it, and I think we should reserve it when it's appropriate to the specific people, and I don't see it in these cases. What I do want to come forward, if they come forward, is also we have had reps and senators who are no longer reps and senators based on falsifying their residency. Somebody brought up that if they don't live where they live and they don't appropriately represent who they were appointed to represent, which in this case is Little Compton and Warwick, then they shouldn't represent Little Compton or Warwick. We have no evidence of that. I really feel that we have to, in these cases, stick to the facts on these people, advocate for there be radical change in how you consider appointments to the CRMC, but not put the blame on these three individuals. That would be historically inappropriate.